So I'm looking online, right? And I keep seeing people say Camron getting scorched, Camron getting screamed at, the comment section cutting at him, the comment section is roasting them. People are pissed, the women are pissed. I must have scrolled at least for 5 minutes, and every other person is Cameron this. Cameron upset the community. I'm like, damn. Let me go ahead and find out what happened. I need to hear. I need to hear what this brother said. And yeah, I got mixed feelings about this.
You need people like me. You need people like me so you can point your fucking fingers.
So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give you two different perspectives. Um, I'm gonna I'm gonna give you the political side of it, and then I'm gonna give you the nobody gives a shit side of it. We just gonna call it for what it is, because y'all seem to think that everything is supposed to just be monotone, or the shit is supposed to be teleprompted. Everything is scripted. But I'm gonna play the video for context, just in case anybody on my side of the internet not familiar with this particular story. Cameron was interviewing his brother here on the right. He asked him some intimate questions about Cassie, and I guess it triggered some people. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump into the video.
Even if it was fire.
Bro, was the pussy good, family? Let's stop the political shit. We was Harlem Time, my nigga. You 39th Street and 40th. Was the pussy, how was that pussy, my nigga?
Bro, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I couldn't get there, bro.
Okay.
Like I got a dude pacing back and forth, right, beating his joint. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My peripherals, my spider senses is wilding. You know what I'm saying? And especially when I found out it was Puff. When I found out it was Puff, it got all the way worse, because if you grew up in Harlem, if you grew up in that era, I can't validate it, but everybody knows there's rumors, right? There's rumors that he could be, you know, interested in dudes. So the whole time I'm semi-paranoid. Like I wrote in my book, bro, for real, I got a hearing problem.
Right.
And sometimes when he would give her directions, I would hear like something completely different. Like he'll say, yo, I like the position you in. And I'm like, yo, did he just say I wish I could penetrate him? Like, hearing, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm hearing, like, yo, hold on, wait, what did he just say? Like,
so basically, you never could get comfortable because. So let's just be clear and get the elephant out the room for the audience. You're not gay, you're saying?
Absolutely not. Bro.
Right. So therefore, you're saying that already, just to put everything into perspective, that you're there for this chicken to get this money. You don't know it's Puff this whole time. So you're already thinking like, okay, this nigga's being weird, whoever it is, and I got to keep an eye out for him because we don't know what type, in case he want to, if he get mad, if he want to join, I'm not with none of that. I'm here to bone your bitch like you paid me to do and stay the fuck out of it. But what you're saying is the paranoia intensified once you found out it was Puff, and you like, oh, hold on, now this shit done got to 10, because not only am I fucking this nigga girl, but it's Puff. So now you saying you hearing shit that you wasn't hearing.
All right, man. Camera funny as shit, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. This nigga act everything like Rico, for real. This shit was funny. Let's go ahead and address this shit, man. If you ain't never followed this nigga, man, Cameron always talk like that. He always been that way. So I don't expect, like when you watch certain people what you're going to get. If you know them, you know their catalog, you know exactly how they're going to talk. Like, you know their presentation, all that. Anyone that is, oh my God, I can't believe you said that. I can't believe you've never watched him before. You must be new to him. So let's do this. Let's talk the politics side. So in 2025, they don't want you to say shit. They don't want you to talk about sex or how good it is or how whack it is, especially if you're talking about a woman. Women conversations will always piss people off and trigger them because they're so innocent and so pure and precious that you say anything, you break them like fragile glass. Y'all already know how that shit is. There's but a few things that you can do in this world, or say in this world, or speak on without getting backlash for it. And women is always going to be one of them shits. So the political side of it is you talk about this in a delicate manner that doesn't make her look sluttish, that doesn't make her look like a monster or a hoe, because apparently women can't be hoes or 304s or whatever you want to call them. We got to keep this facade up like they don't do nothing wrong. So you got to talk a certain way to appease everybody that is watching or consuming the content who live pretentiously like they don't do shit. And if you go against that, you are blackballed or they look at you as if you're the problem. And it's really a bullshit, a bunch of bullshit. Freedom of speech means that you can say whatever the fuck you want. And you should be fine with that. Nobody should be bothering you because you speaking how you feel. But this is about protecting your assets. This is about monetization. This is about keeping money streams flowing. So you can't say certain keywords, so on and so forth. It's not a good look on black men. It's not a good look on men in general to talk dirty and say shit that we really think, which is one of the reasons why we are in the state that we're in, because everybody is scared to say what the hell they really got on their mind. Now, do I agree with his approach? I don't disagree with it. I mean, it was, I put it this way. I used to have a crush on Cassie. So once upon a time, I too wondered what it would be like. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I ever had the chance to smash Cassie, would it be, but like now, it's not something that crossed my mind. I'm gonna be a whole buck. I don't even look at her the way she was then. So I like my radar for that shit right now is, oh, she's a older version of who she was. She's pregnant. I can't get turned on by that shit. She doesn't have the same sex appeal. I'm not even thinking about that shit. Only thing I'm thinking about is the case. But we're not going to sit here and act like most of us didn't want to smash Cassie at some point. So that's why I really ain't bothered by that. I think he is funny as shit. And his delivery is funny as hell, because these type of conversations that he be having is like the ones that you have on the phone with your homeboys and shit. But I'm older, so I'm not talking about my sex or intimate engagements with anyone at this age. When I was younger, we did that shit all the time. So I don't know why people are acting brand new to it. Women have conversations about men's penis sizes and all that shit. Y'all stop acting like y'all don't. That's why your homegirls be wanting to find out how your man be and shit, and they end up sleeping with them because you went back and bragged about that shit to them. Yeah, y'all. Let's keep it all the way a buck. The only difference is it wasn't on social media like that. Now you got people who can do that and get away with it versus some who can't. Camron has always been this way. The side of this shit that triggered y'all is the fact that there are still people out here that don't care about being politically correct. That's what angers some people. And I don't know if it's because you can't do it, you're scared to do it, or it's because that raw honesty exposes certain shit. When you are not policed by your words, you are a lot freer to experiment with the possibilities of expression. When you are held to a certain limitation, that protects guilty parties, it protects your image, how you look, how you perceive, which is corny. Nobody wants to watch no political shit. I know I don't. So on one hand, I could understand why some people would be offended, but I'm not that sensitive. Think about it this way: for everybody who's getting offended by his questions about her, because y'all really ain't give a shit about the dude and all that homophobic crap. Y'all really more or less focused on her because it's Cassie. She was a victim. But if you've been following the trial, you know damn well she was a willing participant in a lot of that shit too. So ain't nothing that he said for real all that far fetched. Y'all be tripping me out with y'all picking and choosing who can be policed and not. Like, damn, my nigga, come on, what you talking about? If you outraged by that, then I know damn well in real life, face to face, dealing with people on a regular basis, you definitely are sensitive. People have the right to express how they feel about whatever. I ain't really too mad at them. That was like a side question. The main questions was deeper than that. But that was some shit. You got to fuck with one of our crushes or whatever. Let me ask this shit like why it's on my brain. It was one of them type trends. It wasn't like that was his main dialogue or nothing like that. And I know it wasn't because that was just a small clip. Y'all take that one little piece and then you turn it into something bigger than what it was. But y'all acting like that was the only portion of the interview. That's what y'all wanted to focus on. Which makes me think you wanted to focus on that shit because the ones that's hating on the shit was probably curious too. Never thought about it like that, huh? That's just my personal opinion. You can't want political correctness and expect to get all the information, and you can't get offended by not getting all the information when they are policing every fucking word, but then get offended when they give you everything, or at least their version of it, and feel some type of way about it. First of all, none of you are the ones that were partaking of it. Secondly, there's a lot of shit that goes on in the world that you don't have a voice for. But this shit right here interests you for some reason. And you can act like it didn't, it did. Because I don't see a lot of you on CNN under them comment sections complaining. But I digress. These are just my takes on it, man. How did you feel about the video, or at least that portion of it? Because, like I said, that was not the overall show. It's just how they always funnel that one little portion and blow it up.